Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be having a special guest that will share experiences and what he has learned over the years traveling from Nigeria to South Africa to Netherlands to the US and to Canada. So it's a wealth of experience in academics, in research, in medical field. So I'm going to be introducing Dr. Victor Williams. Dr. Victor Williams is a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Calgary in Canada, and he trained as a medical doctor in Nigeria at University of Calabar, as well as also worked in Swaziland, Eswatini, South Africa, in the US, and currently now he's at the Department of Community Health Sciences, Cummings School of Medicine, University of Calgary, in Alberta, Canada. Dr. Victor, yeah, welcome to our channel today.
Thank you, Aloysius.
Yeah, would you like to share experiences, tips on how you got to this postdoctoral fellowship?
Yes, so I think it's not been a straight path, but first, thank you for the introduction. I think you've done me more good than I thought. And, coming to become a postdoctoral fellow wasn't actually in my plans, but, getting to Canada and looking for a position to start and how to fit in and how to also understand the terrain in terms of research, to network, and to know how to navigate the different funding domains in Canada. You need to start with an institution and then also work with people who really understand what it takes to get grants and how to run them, how to get new grants. So that's how I thought I think I need to start with a postdoctoral fellowship so that through that process I can fully understand what it takes to get the different grants and run the research and also gather experience. Now, one very important thing I've realized is that networking and those whom you research with really matters, and I never really would have thought about that if I hadn't come to join the research program, and I'm happy I did. Thank you.
Thank Yes, I got to know that you were not affiliated to University of Calgary before now. How did you come in here with connection? Do you know anybody before you got in here? What will you tell someone that is looking for similar opportunity how to navigate this?
Thank you, Aloysius. So I think when I look back, I never really knew anyone. And Calgary, as it is before I came here, is about 4.5 hours flight from home for me. Home is Kingston in Ontario. And I didn't know anyone. I just saw an advert on LinkedIn because I was sort of actively searching for opportunities. So I saw an advert and I immediately just reviewed the job description and applied. And after that, I tried to maybe reach out to the person who posted the adverts and all of that, but it was more like, no, we'll follow due process. And I said, okay, whatever it takes. And I think subsequently I got an invite for an interview, which I did. And good enough, I think I was able to scale through. But most importantly, when applying for roles, you need to be certain that you fit the job description. At least you can do 60 to 70% of what is required in the job description, because outside that, you'll be going with the wrong footing.
Thank you so much. So another thing that people also get confused about is I know recently in our lab we have advertised for postdoctoral fellow. We got applications from master students applying to be postdocs. Would you want to also get to that audience? What's the difference between a postdoc and a graduate student and others?
All right, thank you so much. So, yeah, master students, I mean, if you are applying for a postdoctoral position, then it means that you are either completing your PhD within a few weeks of the start position for the postdoctoral role, otherwise you will not qualify for that position. Now, to properly qualify for the role, most institutions insist you must have been awarded your PhD before then, and that's before you commence. So if from your own schedule and timelines you see that the commencement date for that role is earlier than your anticipated graduation date, then I think you might have some challenges. So in essence, it's just good when you know you are probably within 3 months of completing your PhD, then you can start applying for postdoctoral positions. Except the start date is probably like in 6 months' time, you can apply as well, maybe 6 months before you complete. Outside that, you will not be eligible. Now, particularly for master's students, you want to pay attention to what the requirements are for a postdoctoral position, if that's your interest, so that you start building the necessary skills that is required, and then that will give you an edge. And if you are actually targeting a particular professor or academic whom you think your research interests align, you can, while doing your master's or while doing your PhD, request to volunteer with that professor, work with him or her as a research assistant. That sort of gives you a foot in through the back door. It's very important, and volunteering is another route, because once you've volunteered with these professors, either as a master's student or a PhD student, they get to know your capabilities, and you also get to understand their research program. That way, whenever there are opportunities, you are not applying as an outsider, you are applying as someone who understands their research program, who understands the gaps in their research lab, which you would fill, and then you'll be better positioned to apply for those roles.
That answer. Before we let you go, what will be your final words that are looking for this opportunity? Mainly for those from Africa and also those residing in developed countries. What will be your final word for them?
Thank you so much. My final word for them would be, first, to be sure that what you want to do, the postdoc position, aligns with your future goals and plans. Do you want to remain in academia? You need to really ask questions, inquire, so that when you put in a lot of effort to become a postdoctoral research fellow, you are not disappointed that it doesn't really align with your future goals and ambition. But outside that, you will need a lot of tenacity, you need to be consistent, and you need to have a lot of faith in yourself that you can succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much to talk with you today and to provide excellent feedback and answers for upcoming postdocs, graduate students, and those that are coming into academia. Thank you for featuring our channel.
Thank you for